Hi guys, welcome back. FootStock Trading here, and today's episode is going to be Swap Shop. What Swap Shop is going to be is me getting rid of the inactive players in my club. I will be trying to pick some up on bid throughout kind of my, I suppose, time with FootStock. Aiming to pick some up really cheap in order to recycle them to try and get some of the better players, the higher end players, such as the new players in. So, like if we go on price descending, if you look like Moise Kean's 3-star, Mason Mount's 2-star, but I don't know if I can have a look. Like Tamori, for example, a 1-star player worth a tenner. He's not really worth a tenner, he's probably worth about £1, but I could probably get a fiver for him if I pushed it, because someone would be desperate to get him. But if I got him, I'd probably keep him because I really like him. Or you got Lo Celso, who's going like £6.51 instant sell because he's a 1-star player. So what I've got is I've got roughly though 50 players. There's a couple I'm not getting rid of. Like I won't get rid of Eddie Nketiah because I think he'll come back into the Premier play quite regularly. Same with Ethan and Pardew and probably Ademola Lookman. But other than that, I'll get rid of all of them. So if you don't know what kind of a swap is, I'll kind of go through it and I'll show you. But what you do is you pay, I believe for a 1-star it's 9p. I don't know about the other prices for the other players, but 9p will get you a new basic card because this one's inactive. So Ayite no longer plays in the Premier League. He went down with Fulham and he's been relegated, so he's no longer in the Premier League. If you think they're going to come back, you can keep hold of them, but he's 30. He's just been relegated. I don't see him coming back up. If they do come back up, I don't see him coming with them or causing a mass change to the market. So, yeah, basically that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sift through these players. That, like I said, there's 3 of them that I'm probably not going to get rid of, but quite a few that I will. So, yeah, we'll go from there and let's see what we can do. So we'll start with Floyd Ayite. I worked out it's probably going to cost me about £15, sorry, to do this. So it will cost me about £15 to. That's in the 9p's, let alone what the player actually can sell at, which is a few pence each. But yeah, so about £15. So what I'll do is I'll get a calculator up on the screen and we'll calculate as we go how much every time we do a swap, the cost of that, add that up. Against what they kind of can quick sell for, and we'll see if it's actually been worth it. 50 players, hopefully we can get a couple worth a few quid and now make it up. So we'll go from there. Right, so let's go. Our first one. Chalobah for Watford. He does play, so it's not the end of the world. Can I just click on him? I can't. Okay, so not the end of the world, but 2p, that is low. I might go and buy a load of him. Okay, so Dennis Suarez from City. Swap him out. Callum Slattery from Southampton. Not bothered by that. Okay, and now we're getting rid of Perico. Swap him out. Ben Stevenson. So far, not been solid on the card front. Charlie Gilmore. Why do I know Charlie Gilmore? He ain't going to come back and play, I don't think, so get rid of him. For Steve Cook. Steve Cook's not bad from Bournemouth. 15p there, but I reckon we'd actually get a bit more from him. Okay, so here we go. Dayan Iliev. Swap him out for a Tim Closer, Norwich player. Probably goes for a bit more than 5p. I think he still starts at the back. I may be wrong, but I do think he still starts at the back for them. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Here we go. John Joe Shelby. Not bad. 18p return. Here we go. Here, John Gorink Stankovic. Goodbye, Stankovic. For Leighton Baines, who will go for more than 2p, but once again, 2p's dirt cheaper, so I'll probably go and buy a load of them. It's Charlie Austin. Where did Charlie Austin go to? If you know, obviously let me know down below, just because of be handy. Ah, James Garner. Lovely. So I was informed by someone that I kind of speak to regarding FootStock that James Garner's actually quite a good little player. I think he's been doing well in the under-23s and he's looking to pick up. So he advised me to invest in him. So I have actually bought a couple of him and I've just got him there. So that's a good little return. So Sam Surridge. Am I placing an order? What am I doing? No. Swapping. Jesus Christ. James Chester. Not bad. And then we got Verips from Sheffield. And we get Ravel Morrison. Nice little player to get back there. Good little return. So that's some profit on at least one. Okay. Bruno McGregor from Palace. Jesus Christ. And who else we getting? Claudio Bravo. That's probably my 10th Claudio Bravo now, which I'm not proud of, but I do own a lot of him. Here we go. Kenny McLean from Norwich. That's another player. It's handy because I don't have a lot of these players, so it's building up my portfolio in one way. It's giving me access to players that I don't already have. Oh, Ender Stevens from Sheffield. Got a bit of a nice price to him there as well. But yeah, so it's opening up players that I wouldn't have had in my portfolio. It's like bringing in them Norwich players that have just come up and I've not gone out and bought yet. So it's not the worst thing in the world, even when like a penny Marcus Barnes. You never know, it might become something one day, or just become another inactive card that swap. But Nicola Tavares, Nicola, I'm not sure. Nick Pope from Burnley, good player to get there. Don't think I have a Nick Pope already, so can't complain. Swap this one out. There we go. For a Timothy Aylmer, not happening. Some crap. Oh, Ruben Vinagre. That's a good one. Only 32 pence, but he's new, so he could go up quite a bit actually, or could have quite a high demand on him at least. So that's a plus. Let's get rid of Matty Daly. For a Guyton Bong. That's not good. Okay, and then we're going to get rid of some of these Valencias because I've got too many. Amati is only a penny. I'm going to have to pick up some of these penny players. Just going to have to. Here we go. Kevin Danso from Southampton, 45p on a quick sell. It's not the worst thing in the world. We've got another Watford player, Cucho Hernandez. Trying to pick up the pace a bit because I'm obviously aware that this could go on for a while. Arthur Matawaku, good player. He will be playing as well, so that's good. And then Frederick Gilbert, it's not bad. Haven't seen any of like the £4 players yet, so Felix Kalunameka. I don't even know who that is. Abstract youngsters, but if they get one start for City, they're gonna make it. Dennis Shaberny. Okay, and now we're swapping out Brian Murphy for a player that is that Christian Ingwesen. God knows. Right, so we're on to the Lloyd Humphries. Let's get rid of him. Here we go. Sepp Vandenberg for Liverpool. Is he the one they just bought? When they buy him, he's meant to be like the next Virgil van Dijk. But he's 30 odd P, so it can't be too bad. He's obviously got some form of hype around him. Here we go. So Eric from City. There's a lot of these random youngsters from City, which is weird because they don't usually. Jordan Ayew. Fosu Ayea. Ki Janahoiva. Oh, this is poor. This hasn't been solid, is it, boys? Cucho Hernandez again, that's the second one. Right, so Nordvite, let's get rid of Nordvite. He's actually not worth a penny. No one wants to buy him. Poor Shabani. Might have to go and have a look actually what he is. Who's this? Yarmolenko, that's a good card. Only one start. I think that's because he was injured last season, but he does start. So like good for tournaments. Right. Basham, Chris Basham from Sheffield, not bad. Decent price to him again. Jack Stacey from Bournemouth. So far nothing's really made me like get excited. Bernabé from City. Oh, I'd like a £1 player, that'd be nice. Oliver Skip, that is a good player. He will get me some money. I might buy a bunch of him actually, because he's gonna be a Premier League player. It's just gonna happen. He'll be top end as well. Ben Stevenson from Wolves, that sucks. Right, keep going. Here we go, yeah. Another Steve Cook, that's the second one. Driscoll Glennon, meh. Alfie Whiteman. Right, and now we're on to getting rid of the Worms, who was released. Another Danny and Marty for a penny. I genuinely am thinking of buying loads of him. Yoshinori Muto from Newcastle. Some pretty poor ones here, boys. Flip Benkovic. Who's that? Harvey Elliott from Liverpool. That's a good one. I'm happy with that. 61p. Probably sells for a bit more, to be honest. So here we go. Serge Aurier. That's a good one. Just come back from injury. Was 10p yesterday. Now he's 25. He's doubling as the days go. I advise buying a couple of him before it all kind of goes flat. I swear Cenk Tossen's left. And if he hasn't, he needs to be inactive, because he's crap. But I could have sworn they got rid of Cenk Tossen. Wayne Hennessy also just... he don't play anymore. Oh, £1.20. Pedro Neto. Yes. That's nice. Wolves for Wolves. And a decent Wolves at that. Pedro Neto. And the final one. That's like 50 odd cards swapped for a Gyro Rider World. Right. So... oh no, that cost me about 15 quid. I will count up and have a look at how many I've done. But like, the best card that I got was a Neto. And what is it? So £1.20 or £3.96. Like, if I get 3 quid for him, laughing. But I don't have one of him already, so there's no real point. But yeah, so if there's anything kind of you've got tips with regarding swaps, like I just got rid of my Deadwood inactive. I had done some before, and I kept the 3 players I think will return, which is fair. Like, Ethan Lampard's going to be in Chelsea's first team next year. It's just going to happen. I'll be gutted if it doesn't. Eddie Nketiah, I think, could come back and break in. I think he scored for Leeds tonight, put them top of the league. And Ademola Lookman, I think he could come back, but he might be crap, so who knows. But yeah, if you've got any tips regarding swapping, any players that you pick up on the cheap, obviously let me know down below. Obviously, feel free to kind of privately DM me if there's anything you want for me to discuss in the next video, and we'll go from there. Obviously, if you've not got a FootStock account, I'll put a link down below. Get yourself signed up. This is a great platform. Yeah, let me know what you think down below. Like the video and subscribe, be really appreciated. And I look forward to seeing you next time. The next video will probably be on... it'll probably be flipping. I expect flipping, or maybe a tournament. I might go into kind of the different tournaments and what I would look to do. So yeah, I'll catch you later. Cheers for watching.